I mean, the fetishization is really real, right? When it comes to our people, because we have this reporter, Ezekiel Telemaco. He's a reporter for WEBN Boston, and he gets a message from one of the folks, and it's a man, by the way, who is paying attention to his cornrows rather than what he's reporting on. Take a look.
So this guy said, it's not racist just because you don't understand it. It's considered unprofessional, yada, yada. Listen, I'm the only journalist in the country with cornrows, and I'm just going to say this right now. If you're not paying attention to somebody's work and you're distracted by hair, I think you are unprofessional. Like, because that's pathetic. That's the most pathetic excuse that I've ever heard in my life. You see a black hairstyle and you're like, oh, I'm distracted, you feel me? That whole story that you just did, you feel me? I didn't pay attention to any of it because the cornrows, you feel me? They were just too much for me. I think that that's just pathetic, personally.
Why this man is paying so much attention to this brother's cornrows rather than the important news that he's covering makes you wonder, is he sassy? He's saying that it's distracting. How is it distracting? But if we want to hear exactly what he said, here's what he actually said. It's not racist just because you don't understand it. It's considered unprofessional because it is a distraction. Men with longer hair details tend to mess with them and is distracting in environments that require. I don't even know what this person is saying, okay? All I know is any man who wants to pay attention to a black man's hair and take the time to tap, tap, tap on his keyboard to talk about his cornrows being distracting rather than the news and saying that it's unprofessional. There's nothing unprofessional about his cornrows. There's nothing unprofessional about the way he delivers the news. Anybody can go and watch his segments and you'll see nothing unprofessional about the way he dresses. Nothing. This is a good-looking black man who is a professional who's reporting the news. I didn't pay attention to his cornrows. I'm interested in what he has to deliver. And every other normal person should. But this white man, I don't know. I feel like he's got some obsession with this brother. Okay? And he is the only one that's distracted by his cornrows because he's paying too much attention, batting his eyelashes, and looking at this brother's hair. Which, by the way, is not just a hairstyle. It is history. It's a crown. And as we know, and many of us may know, many of us may not know, the history of cornrows, okay? And how it dates back to the days of slavery, how it was used as a map, how seeds were planted in the cornrows so that when they reached their destination after escaping, they would be able to start planting and growing food and being able to take care of themselves and live. That is part of the history of cornrows. And this brother is rocking his cornrows neat, nice, and this person has clearly nothing better to do with his time than be talking about a black man and his cornrows. So, what we have to say to people like this is you really need to get a life and do something better with yourself. If you're not able to pay attention to what this brother is delivering as news and you find that to be a distraction, then it's time to stop watching him. Don't obsess about this man. Stop watching and move on. It's really that simple. But when it comes to these folks, they just can't help themselves. They really can't. They can't help themselves. I wonder if he would say the same thing if it was one of the folks, because we know they love to rock cornrows and locks and all of those things as well. Would he have that same response? Would he feel distracted by, one that looks like him who has cornrows? I highly doubt it. But, like I said, it's this obsession, it's this fetishization, it's, this just twisted desire to just be fixated on black people and their features. and not pay attention to them and their excellence in what they're delivering, right? So, what do we have to say about this person? You know, clearly there needs to be a history lesson and he needs to go do some education and listen. But what they tend to do, like this one did, is saying it's not racist. That's always how they start. But by the way, it is racist. It is racist to look at a black person, not educate yourself on the history of the hairstyle, and say that it's distracting and say it's unprofessional. That is racist, okay? But how can we spend any more time trying to teach these ignorant, anti-black racist people why what they say or do is racist? Because they always come in with the defense first. It's not racist. I know it's not racist. Or is it racist if I say that? I'm not racist. And all of the other things they love to tout as to why they want to justify that they're not racist. Okay? And we really don't need to spend any more time on people like this. And this brother, thank you for displaying the anti-black racist. We do need to put them on blast and make sure that they are, put on Front Street so that we can see who they are. But don't spend any more time on the people like this. You responded. You told him what you think about him, right? And that's it. We move on. And you just keep being the great reporter that you are and rock your hair the way you want to rock your hair. And never mind these people. They're a waste of space, a waste of your time, waste of keystrokes, waste of everything. Just focus on delivering the good news that you do and do the good job that you do. And never mind these ignorant people. They're literally hopeless. There's no hope for these people. It doesn't matter how much we tell them, why we tell them, how much we want to educate them. It's a waste of time. Spend your time doing the good, productive work that you do. And that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Also, don't forget to download the African Diaspora News app from your Google or Apple store and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Emma Ansah Unfiltered. Until next time, please be safe.